Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to today's video. This video is for you if you've been putting in the work, showing up, posting, learning, and to be honest, trying over and over again. But somehow, every single month, it still ends up with the same feeling. Why am I not far by now? And if you are stuck between 0 to 2K USD every single month, if you got all the skills but not consistent income, and if you secretly wonder if you are even cut out for this, I've been there. I have really been there. I've been there, and I'm going to walk you through how I'm breaking that ceiling right now breaking it right now while building my 10K system in public, right? So I remember the exact day it hit me. I think it was a Tuesday afternoon, and I was sitting at my desk open my laptop, half written caption on my screen, and I just started staring at it. It has been like this for months. Coaching free people for free, trying to build that momentum. Like deep down, I was really exhausted. I think we all have that feeling whereby they say that the only way for you to get testimonials or the way for you to see if your system is working is to work with people for free. But time came and I was just exhausted. I was just over it, and it wasn't burnout from doing too much, but I think it was the exhaustion that comes from doing everything, but never seeing anything really move. So that day, I realized I wasn't running a business. I was running on hope. I mean, it's good to run on hope and and have faith and have faith, honestly. And I kept on thinking. I was like, if I would just post more, if I just, add on one more offer, or if I just wait a little longer. I was stuck in survivor mode, busy but not building. I think everyone understands that. And I know, so it's again, this phase is circulated quite a lot in the market, but it is true. We get so busy, but we're not productive. Nothing is there to show for it in terms of funds. That's where the most new coaches stay, not because they're not good enough or they don't know, they have no idea of what they're doing, but because they are trying to build success on uncertainty, right? So here's what I've learned. Most new coaches don't have a money problem, but they have too many skills, no clear offer. And I'm speaking to you right now, you are gifted with a lot of things, but when you try to sell one of them, your audience really doesn't know what to buy. And that was me. That was me. I don't want to put it out there, but again, this channel is all about based on honesty and transparency from my side. So yeah, that was me. And one day I was helping someone with mindset, and then the next I was creating content strategies, and then the next I was teaching productivity. I was showing up every day, but belonging nowhere. And it's so crazy when you think about it. You're like, the more I offer different things, is I think I'll be more fortunate enough to get as many clients as possible. But the reality is that that's not how it works. It really doesn't, right? So that was very interesting. I think I've shared quite a lot there. And another thing is that too, is coaches, you wait to feel ready. I've been there. Even right now, me doing my 10K sprint, and I gave myself 65 days. Somehow I was like, maybe I even had to question why I kind of like landed on 65 days. Like, what is that magic number? What's that magic number? And I realized that it was made out of fear. But regardless, I'm sticking to it and I'm still challenging myself. But some of the questions that I've started asking myself is that, okay, maybe there is a way to turn this number a little bit down. But again, that's something that I'm still discussing with myself, but we'll see in the next 1 week, actually by the end of this week. So we'll see how that goes. So I used to convince myself that I needed more time, better offer, more followers, more proof, better website or like sales funnel, all those different things. But I wasn't waiting to get ready, but I was hiding behind perfectionism. And I know it's going to rub people the wrong way, but it's true. We sometimes have that luxury. From my perspective, like the more I wait, the more I lose. But the faster I execute, it's the faster that I get to get the results that I need and then come back and just push my business to the better position that I want it to be. So the third one is you treat your coaching like a hobby and it's not a business. And I'm so sorry to say that. And also, I'm guilty of that. I think I'm guilty of that as well. Because sometimes I feel like because I'm also still building and looking at the results that I think I am getting to, but also at the same time, I feel like I need to be more adamant when it comes to really, really making a business out of this. Like when I said business, I mean like at least turnover in the next 2 years of at least 1 million. And I mean, I need to be all in. So I'm also guilty of that. But I was working on the business when I felt inspired. Shame on me. Shame on me, but I know better now. Businesses don't just reward feelings. It rewards consistency. And that's everything because I'm so consistent when it comes to my fitness. So it's the same thing that I try to also put into that perspective or bring into my world of business. I kid you not. I think there's been like so much, so much positivity towards that. So once I accepted that, I think everything changed. And here's what changed everything for me. I stopped trying to find clarity and I started creating. I got ruthlessly clear on who I want to help and what I solve. I realized I'm not just a coach. I help people like me, people with too many skills, with no structure, with no clear offer, turn all that chaos into one clear sellable offer. And you don't have to come up with a new offer every single year or every single month. It's just one offer because I kid you not. When you go at the back end of the business, creating funnels and emails and automations that have to go with every new offer, it is a lot of work. And if you are still a person that has one or two members on the team, then clearly that is still it's going to take a lot of your time and resources. So when I stopped selling coaching, I started selling a result, a transformation. Everything got so simpler. My content, my message, and my energy, it got way much clearer. It's like the roadmap was there. I could suddenly say it. I could absolutely say it. So number two, I built accountability around me. When you are your own boss, it is too easy to lie to yourself. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not in the mood today. I'll post later. I created a small circle of entrepreneurs chasing the same goal. So basically how it works is that we track progress, we share wins, and we hold each other to the standard that we said we wanted. But because the truth is, motivation really fades. Motivation is like fuel in the car, but when it comes to consistency, it is exactly what really brings in revenue and eventually profitability. So, but accountability definitely always forces growth. So that's why my coaching program, 80% of the transformation happens inside small accountability groups, period. When people see others moving, they also move too. It is such a very psychological domino effect that happens when you see another person doing so well and having the same resources. Also, that pushes you to do better because it's more of like, hey, we lean on each other to make sure that we get to the top. And even like we get to the top and we get to also like help as many people as possible. So when people see the moving, definitely the domino effect happens. So three, I built a system instead of chasing motivation. My system is so simple for me, which is content, conversations, conversions. Every day I know my job, not 10 things, not 20 things, just 3 things. I create content that builds trust, start real conversations, and then turn those into clients. That's it. No magic, no hack, just structure. So I think I've shared most of the things that I wanted to share in this video. So if you are stuck in that sweet spot between 0 to KUSD or from 2KUSD to KUSD phase, hear me very clearly for the time being, right? So you don't need more certifications. You don't need to rebuild your brand, get a new photo shoot, have new colors, and you don't need all that. You don't need to rebuild your brand. And also you don't even need to have more followers. You just need clarity, consistency, and accountability. That's it. Because that moment you simplify your progress, your result start multiplying. And the scariest part of this journey isn't failure. It's just realizing that your next level is waiting on you. And at some point, you really have to terminate this version of you to get to the next level. So not more work, just more focused. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. And if this video really hit home, please comment below, no more winging it. And I will be happy to look at those comments. So again, thanks for watching and see you in tomorrow's video. Love you. Cheers.